So Terence Crawford destroys Spence. This was not a competitive fight at all. This fight looked a lot like Floyd Mayweather's fight against Arturo Gatti. Crawford was just faster, stronger, and just better in every department. There was not one area that Spence was able to compete, really. It reminded me a lot of Andre Ward against Chad Dawson. In that fight, Dawson was coming down in weight and, a bit weight drained, and it showed in the fight. And I do think Spence is a bit weight drained at this point at his weight, but Crawford's power was off the charts. The precision in his punches was surgical, and his speed was just on a different level. It was like watching a prime Mayweather, but with even more powerful punching, better counter punching, better reflexes, and the knockout power was there. After witnessing this fight, I couldn't help but think that Crawford has to be the pound for pound number one, even over Inu and even over Usyk. It was just such a dominant display of skill and talent. You have to really have him number one at this point. At the same time, legit pound for pound fighters don't get dominated the way Spence did. Like the last super pound for pound fight was probably Mayweather against Pacquiao, and that was relatively close. I mean, Mayweather clearly won, but it wasn't an ass whipping. De La Hoya against Trinidad was probably that was billed as a pound for pound fight. But if you look at Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, Duran, I mean, if you're going into these fights, they were all even fights going in. Some of the results were one sided, but not like this. So we have to reassess Spence a bit. I never thought he was on that level, to be honest. And looking back, he was buzzed a few times before. He's definitely been hurt. I never liked the way he reacts to getting hit. And I mean against fighters who weren't big punchers either. So he did show a lot of heart in this fight. He kept coming until he had that really bad round where he got hurt twice and dropped twice. And, but overall it looked like a sparring match, really. Spence was beaten in every department. He had no answers at all. And, Crawford, the next fight, should probably be against Boots Ennis. I know Spence was asking for a rematch after the fight, but it was just so one sided that I don't think anybody would want to watch that again. And Boots looks good, but you can't really bet against Crawford. I think he would probably take him out as well. Teofimo Lopez could come up from 140 for a fight, and that would be a good fight skill wise, but you have to think that Teo is just too small. Going up to 154, I don't really think Tim Tszyu is going to cause any problems. I think Crawford would have beaten Charlo as well. So there's nobody I would pick to beat Crawford at 154. And to be honest, at 160, I think Crawford has a good chance of taking the belts there as well. So, he looked a lot bigger than Spence tonight, I thought. And Spence was supposedly the bigger 147 fighter. So let's see what happens next. But this was a great performance by Crawford. He exceeded every expectation. I did think he would get a stoppage late in the fight, but I definitely didn't think it was going to be this kind of domination. So that's my view on the fight. Let me know what you think. I'm out.